Moving on to the next bit of casting news.
Never back down.
Superman Legacy. We got some new news. First one I want to get out of the way.
Get out of the way, then.
Here's the problem, because I went from being like, hell yes, great decision. I was like,
yes!
Because Skylar Gisondo, I believe that is. Again, if I butcher these names, I apologize. He was you probably know him from, he was Gideon in The Righteous Gemstones. He was also in the Vacation reboot. Santa Clarita Diet. Like he's the perfect choice for Jimmy Olsen. Like nailed it. A1 casting. I went from
yes
to
fuck you.
When I found out that he had liked the post Noah Shep, the kid from Stranger Things, where Zionism is sexy. So I was like, God damn it. Just when I thought we had a perfect moment for this movie, because the casting news continues to be great. Nicholas Hoult is Lex Luthor.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'll say this.
I'm excited about
Holt.
He's
surprises
good.
me.
Have you watched The Menu yet?
No, but
he's great in that.
He surprises me with how. I think I always underestimate him as an actor, and he surprises me every time. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think he'll be great. And somebody shared this, and look, I like Jesse Eisenberg, but his Lex was not Lex Luthor.
No, I'll say this. It was an interesting take on the character, and I'm not mad that he made the decision. It just didn't land.
It didn't work. And you're right. I applaud them for trying something new.
I applaud him for trying something new.
But to go from that
because don't give any credit to Zach fucking Rebel Moon Snyder.
To go from that to Nicholas Hoult, I think is an upgrade.
Yeah.
So that's pretty.
You know what really sucks? You know who, like, besides Gene Hackman, who was the best.
I'm not fucking wearing a bald cap.
Who was the best.
That's not even close to Gene Hackman.
Fucking Lex Luthor. Besides him, you know who the second best one was?
Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
Ugh, unfortunately.
Yes, right? That's like the best part of that movie. Superman Returns.
Yeah.
Is fucking Spacey. And it's like, I can't watch that.
Damn. Like I said.
Gross.
Like I said, the Jimmy
Olsen's Blues.
The Jimmy Olsen cast was perfect. Also, I forgot to mention Sarah Sampaio as Eve Teschmacher. She's
Miss Teschmacher!
Yeah, his assistant.
Which is funny because that is, I believe, a character created wholly for the movie.
I think this is.
I do not believe she was a comic character.
I think people are a little concerned about this movie's cast. Like, the cast is great, but I think the size is what's throwing people off because there's a lot of characters. But think of the name. You know, think of the it's Legacy, Superman Legacy.
Oh,
and the idea of, like, I don't think that it's going to be. They're not going to.
Well, who's to say that some of these characters aren't going to appear like for seconds and then bring them on later on?
Like, I was talking with Luke about this, and I said, I'm excited because Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, but I'm wondering why he's Guy Gardner and not Hal. And I was like, well, my thought was like, oh, they're just going to say that Hal and John are off-world setting up their show. And then do like, okay, we're gonna play with the name of Legacy and talk about these mantle characters, and be like, oh, it's Superman's hanging out with kind of like the B team Justice League. Well, like Diana's off doing her shit, and all this other stuff's happening. Oh, here's Guy and I think Mr. Terrific, I think, was the other one.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And Hawk Girl's gonna be in it.
Hawk Girl.
Sorry. It did sound like I said.
Every time you say it, I think. That's an interesting name for a.
There's this superhero named Hot Girl.
She's super hot.
That's her power. She melts you.
She melts your.
She melts you. You just all like.
Pew pew quip. Pew pew quip.
That's your wiener. Anyways.
Wow. That's my wiener, and then it's melted. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.